Okie doke. Looking at not Bitcoin. Hold on. Hold on. I was looking at Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Let's jump back to the month. And we'll start here. And I will start with the first thing that I always worry about, and that is that you think I'm some kind of financial guru. I'm not. I do this for myself. I use these for retrospectives. We're coming up on a pretty big retrospective for me. New Year's is my yearly retrospective on how I think I did. I like to ask myself 3 questions that help me figure out what I should do in the future. So I'm looking at Bitcoin on the month, and I gotta say, I like what I see. Um, I gotta say, I like what I see. I like the MACD. I even like the RSI. For right now, looking a month into the future, things don't look bad. Don't know what to say. Jump on ETH, same thing here. All right, so let's go back to Bitcoin. We'll go to the week. I have spent some time with my custom indicator here, and I am fairly happy with the sequential part, the numbers, how they work, what they're representing to me. I have a little bit of work to do on this. For instance, so this was a buy signal here. Got the next buy signal in here. And this one right here worries me. Although this is a valid buy signal by my rules. So anyway, and then your triple EMA right there. Same thing. Same thing. Same thing. Um, so on my sequential right now, we just threw a 15. And the last time we threw a 15 was on this run up right here. So as far as this goes back, uh, this is it right here. And that's before we peaked. What did I do here? Oh no. What did I do? It messed up this somehow. Indicators. All right. I don't know how I did that. Anyway, so I find that interesting. So right around this point on the curve, I'd have to look at the halving back then. It was around there. But this could mean I don't know what it could mean. I actually thought that this is what worries me about this, right? Is that for some reason I thought we had a little more time down here, which, because when I look at this, to me, well, this goes out to February, but to me, we could still go down here. So to me, like 37, 38, 39. is still possible, but I'm not going to sell anything. Um, so let's just take a quick look at the day here. And for the way that I want this sequential to work, this sell signal is a good sell signal, right? So, oh, shucks. So it was nothing but buys down here, right? And I'm not happy with this indicator that I'm using at all, but I have to use it for a while to figure out what I don't like about it and then make changes. It's a very laborious task for me. I'm going to put this out there for free in some manner whenever I'm happy with it. But that's, like I said, I'm not a professional trader. Um, I don't stand by any indicator that I write, period. That would be retarded, I think. All right. So this is what worries me right here, right? Is to me, some downside is expected. Now, we look at the calendar, and if you're paying any attention to the ETFs and the news about the ETFs, and you're looking at any of the math on it, like a 3%, if you take all the ETFs and they and what they're worth, and you take 3% of that and you buy Bitcoin, how much will what's going to happen? Things could go crazy. And I'm not sure because I've seen a lot of gold charts relating to the ETF, comparing Bitcoin to gold, and some of them I've seen a few weeks of downside, like a week after the ETF. So I don't know. And if we so let's go let's zoom out here a little. This is our blue line. Let's go to the week. We'll see why I established this blue line, right? This right here. So this is my mean trend line for the beginning phase of the bull run. What? Let me see. So I expected us to pop up here. This part I expected, but I expected a little more intertwined with this. I didn't get it. So I could see naturally with the TA, I would say this is going to go down for like 2 more weeks, right? We only got 2 days left on this candle. So the problem with that is the ETF is coming out in 2 weeks. So why would I make that bet right now? So these are my HODL coins. Everything that's not Bitcoin over here is going to be sold once Bitcoin starts to reach its peak, and we'll see what kind of cycle it is. I don't think we're going to have an 80% or a 70% drop in Bitcoin again. I think that it's quite possible that those days might be over. However, there's still going to be a big swing, and I'm going to want to get rid of everything here and buy Bitcoin. That's my plan. Pretty simple, right? Um, so that's another one of my concerns. That's what I'm looking at right now. I don't think we'll ever hit this 31K again. This line is for a long time from now. A long time from now, I'll look at this line and I'll make some basic calculations off of it, and make some general predictions. But right now, I'm saying that from what I'm looking at, I'm seeing quite possibly a 7% drop. I think. Let me see. Yeah, seeing a possible 7% drop. And that'll bring us back just flirting underneath here. And a few months back, I said they want your Bitcoin, right? Hopefully nobody gave it to them. But the supply issues with Bitcoin, that's a real thing. The uh, the adoption curve, that's a real thing. So get ready. Things are going to take off. So I'm just holding on to the ETH that I have right now. There's no real point in me selling it. I'm going to start chipping away at it and putting it into other coins. Now, so that's about my only plan with what I have here for ETH. One thing that I did pick up is I picked up HBAR. Uh, let's split this into two buys. So I have about $300 into uh, my trading account on HBAR. The rest of it I've pulled off into a wallet, and like I said, I'll be selling this whenever Bitcoin hits to the top. And what I have to hodl in this, I'm just not going to look at until it's time to get out of there. But right now, this is my trade that I'm in. I have decided just to stay in this. I've been busy. I don't know what to say. I've been busy, guys. I've been busy. Um, but my stop limit hasn't been hit. I see no reason to raise my stop limit right now until I could just sell this. Like I could probably sell what, like 15 bucks, buy some tacos. It's not for, not gonna buy me the best tacos in the world, but it's enough there for a cravings box. But anyways, I'm just gonna hold on to it, keep it, hope it doesn't hit my stop. If it doesn't, I'll be finding something else. But I think this might, Hedera, I think this might be something to look at the very least. It seems to be interesting. Let me put it that way. And it's had a good run up. It's had a good run up. It really needed this for me, right? I really needed to see a few, well, on my indicator, I really needed to see a few nines compared to green nines compared to red nines. Let me put it that way. So we got there, jumped into it, said why not? I think I jumped in on the one, as a matter of fact. So kind of a YOLO jump in, but what the hell? Small amounts, right? Um, and then I think SNX is another one that I'm thinking about getting into. Not right now. I want to see the MACD turn around here first before. On the daily would be nice, but if I go down to the 4 hour here, I'm not seeing anything that would make me want to jump in. Remember, I want when people say buy the dip, they don't mean buying it while it's going down, right? That's catching knives. And while right now catching knives isn't going to hurt you that much, because the assumption is that we are in the bull market, and it's only going to go up, and if you hold on to it long enough, you can make profit. And So that's why I'm being a little lazy right now with this stuff. I haven't made a lot of trades in the last month. So there hasn't been anything to really write a or do a video about. But I just wanted to throw out right now, out of all of these, really, I think SNX is looking kind of the smartest to me right now. And then there's a bunch of others. Uh, One thing that I do look at, I'll just throw out there, is I look at who's lost the most recently, like on the 4 hour, and then I'll go to the day and see where they're at, right? So we crossed back here on our EMAs. We're about to cross here again. So depending on where we get resistance, depending on where our dip forms, this might not be a bad idea, but obviously our RSI and our MACD are both telling us not to get into it right now, to wait. So that's what I look for. So here, maybe a week, maybe 5 days. What is today? Yeah, yeah, I could see 4 days, 5 days. Fill, though, this one I may want to consider picking up once I get a green 2 trading above a green 1. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. All right, so that's about it. I put a link in the bottom of the video. It's a song, uh, and it reminds me of my dad. My dad died not too long ago. This song here it reminds me of my dad, so I thought I'd throw it in there. Okay, have a great weekend. Keep warm. I'm warm. I don't know about you, but if you're cold, keep warm. And have a great weekend.